Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is my Minecraft clone, and it's made in C and Raylib. And I'm back after 7 days of not posting. And first, we need to do a summary of what happened. So, in the previous streams, we implemented, if I remember correctly, we implemented this view of Steve where you can look at third-person view and you can look at the front of the Steve. And also, we added rain. Yo, what's up? What's up, Alex? You're always first, Alex. What's up? And yeah, we added rain as well. We added rain. So if we do it like this, and we added rain chat. This was from the previous stream chat, where we made the clouds darker. We have like this gray color. We have the rain, and yeah, so this is what happened the previous stream, but we'll do a summary for people that are just starting watching this, and then we'll pick what we're going to implement in this stream, and at the end of the stream I'll do a summary what happened during this stream. So what's up, guys? What's up? Okay, summary. So this is in C++ in Raylib. We've coded this for more than 2 months. It has been 2 months and 10 days, I think. We can break blocks. We have particles. We even have caves. What else do we have? We have kinda water. This is the water. Look at how it prioritizes where it flows down. But if it's more flat, look at how it goes everywhere. So this is the water, and we didn't manage to finish it because look at here, we have these gaps in the mesh. And what else did we did? We have lava, we have fire. This is the fire, this is the lava. The lava still doesn't flow. And what else, chat? We have infinite terrain generation. And that's about it, chat. So in this stream, we need to implement we need to decide what we're going to implement, chat. So let's brainstorm a few ideas. Let me pop out chat. And we'll do a time limit. Of about 1 or 2 hours. Let me create a poll here. I'll create a poll for you, chat. So what are we going to implement? I need 4 options. What to do today? I need 4 options. One option is villager. For the nether, I'm not sure about that, chat. Because if we decide to do nether, we'll need to focus on the portal and what happens once we go into the portal and to teleport into the new dimension. That will be for the nether. Creeper, path. Creeper, okay, let's do creeper. 3D player, we could give the player animations. We could give the... Yeah, let me switch for the other view chat. This is the camera view chat. So what are you going to pick, chat? We have villager and creeper. We need 2 more options, chat. 2 more options. We can do Steve 3D animations. One last option, chat. We need one last option. We have player physics. We can do item drops. And we can make the player hold something. Yeah, farming. Okay, I'm starting a poll, chat. Okay, I started the poll. So right now we are voting on what we're going to do today, and the options are four. We have four options. One option is villager, the other option is creeper, the third option is Steve 3D animations, and the last option is farming. Personally, I prefer farming. I think it would be cooler because Steve 3D animations, I don't know, chat. I don't know. If we do Steve 3D animations, I'm not sure. Because, yeah, but we have, okay, chat, okay. Even Steve 3D animations is fine because we're doing 1 hour of, we're doing 1 hour time limit or 2 hours, so it's fine. So it's fine. How many of you guys are here? Okay, 14, and we have 21 votes. Okay, it's enough votes, chat. Let's end it. It's enough votes. Okay, so chat voted. We're going to implement Steve 3D animations for the next 1 or 2 hours. So I'll put on a timer. Let's put on a timer. Like this. Okay. Let's open up the browser. This. And here 1 hour timer. 1 hour timer. But before we started, news reporter. Before we started, we need to brainstorm. Let me open Prism Launcher. Just so everything is set up. Okay. So chat voted to add animations for this 3D model, which right now it's static. It's completely static. If we manage to add 3D animations, I think a priority will be to rotate the head. I think that would be a priority. Yeah, okay, let's start the timer. After this loads. After this loads, we'll start the timer. Okay, let's start it. Okay, we have 1 hour of time limit. We can push it maximum to 2 hours. We can push it maximum to 2 hours. Here we had some kind of, what did we have? We had a shader pack. We disable it like this. And weather clear. Weather clear. And time set day. So this is the goal, chat. This is what we're trying to add. And if you can notice, chat, look at how the head follows the camera. This is also something I want to implement. And also look at how it has an idle animations where the hands just move a little bit. Look at how his hands move a little bit. This is also something we want to implement. Yeah. And this is what we're working with, chat. This is what we're working with. Let me remove the rain, actually. Let me remove the rain by restarting the game. Like this. Okay. So we have 1 hour time limit. We have 1 hour time limit. Here it is. 58 minutes now. So how are we going to tackle this, chat? How are we going to attempt to do this, chat? One option is to try to do a simple animation in some way, just to see how Raylib handles animations. Like this, Raylib animations. Because we are loading this model through Raylib. We're just using a simple function just to load the model. That's it. It's a simple function. So Raylib handles everything. So we need to see how Raylib handles animations as well. That's something we need to do, chat. Yeah, like this, chat. I mean, but this is sprite animations, and we need 3D animations. I think there was an example. Raylib animations. Yo, gamer, thank you for following. It's a return. Yeah, this is it. Was this to draw a skeleton? Was this chat? Draw model. But how do they do animations, chat? How do they do animations? They have here a current frame. And they have an array. What's the array? What's the array, chat? Model animation. Load model animations. Okay, so we need some kind of a file that contains animations. And Raylib handles them as an array. What's up, chat? Where's chat? We are adding 3D animations. Steve animations. Let's update the title. Chat. Update the title. Steve animations. Yeah, I updated the title. No, I'm here, chat. I'm here. Let me think about it, chat. So what's this, chat? We are trying to see how Raylib handles animations so that we can have this animation, this Steve animation. We need this animation, chat. And I think the hardest part will be how to handle this, chat. I don't know how to do this, how to target only the head. I think that would be very difficult to implement. How to have the head only rotating. I think that would be very difficult, especially because we're not doing it ourselves. Let's see what this function is, chat. Load model animations. Let's see what that does. Let's open the game layer. I have no idea where to look in the code because I haven't looked at it for 7 days. Chat. So here let's go in where? Let's do on update, and here just to type this function. This function. Just so to see what do we need, chat. I want to see what we need. When are you going to do hand view model? When chat votes it. Couldn't you have the model as multiple parts and use a join system and use vectors to move them? Yeah, but then I would need to animate Steve through code. I could separate only the head. I could, actually that's a good idea, but to not separate everything, just to separate the head from the body. I think that would be enough, chat. Because look at here how they're separated. The head follows the camera and the body animation is separated. While standing, I'm on a standing desk, chat. I'm on a standing desk. Yeah, we can separate them, chat. We can separate the head from the body. So that but how are we going to attach the head to the body? We'll have to experiment. And how much time do we have? We have 53 minutes, so we need to be fast, chat. So for animations, Raylib needs one of these files. And here I know this file because this is what we're using for the model, GLB. This is what we're using. So let's look at this function. And what does it do? Yeah, let's search for this file format of the models. So we're using this GLTF format for models. let's look at how we can make animation. Or actually, we're using Blockbench, chat. We're using Blockbench, and somewhere here should be the player. Somewhere here should be the player. A regular entity, custom, legacy. Where is the player? Where is the player? We had the player some. Oh yeah, here is the player. This is the player. Load. Yeah, this is the player, chat. And I know this is the program we are using to load the model. And in this program, there needs to be animations, probably. Yeah, here. What's this? Yeah, let's search for it. Block, bench, animations. Because the animations are simple for Steve. For the idle, we just need to rotate the hand. Here, left arm, we just need to rotate it like this. Like a little bit to the sides. And this hand as well, we need to rotate it a little bit. Never sits down. Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's from the streamer, the application for handling chat system. Chat, how can we animate here? How can we animate? Animations. How can we animate? Yeah, we need something like this, chat. How does he open this? He has here an animation tab. Oh, top right, there is an animate tab. Yeah, I saw your comment, man. Make two models, just the body, just the head. Yeah, that's what we said. You must be joining recently. You must have joined recently. But chat, we have a problem here. Look at how he has edit, paint, animate to make animations. But here we have edit and edit and paint, bro. Yeah, here we have edit and paint. We don't have animate. We don't have animate, chat. You gotta change that in file somewhere. Right click to add it. You need later version of Blockbench. I'm right clicking the bar, but nothing happens. Yeah, I get this, chat. Animation. Turn off view bobbing. File, convert project. Oh, okay, thank you. File, new, recent, open, convert project, yeah. And we need to what format? Yo, Asteroid, what's up? What format should we use? Generic model? Okay. Confirm. Okay, animate. Yo! Yo, chat. We have animations. Okay. Let's remove these sleeves. Can I remove them? Edit. Let's remove all of these. Okay, so now. Okay, now it should be just Steve. Okay, and we can create animations, right, chat? But we need to separate them, chat. We need to separate them. Like, we need here to remove the head. How can we disable it? Like this. Bro, it looks cursed. Looks cursed, chat. Hmm. How do you get Steve model? Just from the here, this template loader chat. It's an add-on. It was some kind of an add-on. Like everything with Minecraft related in Blockbench, just download a mod, an add-on. Okay, how are we going to animate here, chat? We need idle animation. Okay, let's do idle animation, chat. Let's do idle animation. But it's locked for some reason. It's locked, chat. Moved arms. Yeah, but they don't move. Do I need to go in edit and then to move them? Yeah, and then in animate. Bro, that's annoying. Why do I need to do like this, chat? Why do I need to go in edit to move them? And in animate, I cannot do it. It's locked in animate. What does this guy say?
So you have a model with text.
Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. It was too loud. It was too loud. Sorry, chat. It was too loud. Oh, yeah, let me go down a bit, chat. Chat, we're going down. We're going down, chat. Hmm. My research, chat. Yeah, sorry. Okay, chat. I've turned off system volume. I just turned it off. So there will be no system volume. It will be just me hearing this. So what do I need to do? Okay, we need keyframes, chat. Okay, we create a keyframe by clicking on this plus icon. And that's only for the rotation. And that's only what we need. We don't want to animate the position. We just need the rotation animated. Yeah, okay, let's... here I don't have anything. How do I add here? Under animations, plus symbol. Ah, here, okay. Oh, okay, perfect, chat. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. So this is idle. This is idle animation. I don't know what snapping is, but let's confirm it. Play once, loop. Let's do looping. Let's confirm. Okay. And here we still don't have position. No, rotation. I want to animate the rotations. Oh, no. After I click it, that's when we have it. Okay. Perfect, chat. Okay. So let's do this. So let's do the left tab. No, actually, instead of keyframes, we just need... he mentioned here, there's a second type of animation, which uses a function. We can just use the sine and cosine. We can just use a simple function. Yeah, here. He said keyframe versus math. Yeah, this math based. We need math based. Properties. I don't see where I can do this, chat. Where can I change it to not be keyframe, but to use like just the sine, cosine? Because the animations, I don't need to manually do it. It just needs to follow a sine wave. It just needs to follow a sine wave, the animation. Oh, my microphone fell. Yo, Jake, what's up? What's up, Jake? How can I do math animations? Does he mention it? Interpolate, move and scale, organizing, math animations. He does it here. So here he uses this function, math cosine. This is what we want. Query, animation time. Okay. So where does he paste that? So he copies it here. Oh, we just need, okay, let's create a keyframe here. Let's create a keyframe for the rotation. I created a keyframe. And here we input the animation, the formula, math cosine. And here we do query animation time 360 times 50. But this needs to be on the z-axis. Let's play it. Where can I play it? Chat? No, this locks it. Pressing space. Okay, I press. Okay, this is the animation. Chat. Ah, here. Okay. Let's. How can we lower it like this? Oh, this. Or here 180. Chat. I think it needs. Okay. I think it needs to start like. How does the idle animation look like, chat? How does it look like? So it reaches up to here. Okay, let me screenshot it. Up to here. This is for the idle animation. Scalidraw.com. How much time do we have? We have 40 minutes, chat. We have 40 minutes. Yeah, it never goes lower than 0, just like Jake says. Let me see where it reaches maximum. Here, this is kind of the maximum. Okay, so from 0 to like 5 degrees. From 0 to like a little bit. What do you mean a little bit to the front and back? How can I see this? I cannot confirm it. Yeah, you're right. It goes a little bit to the front and back. Yeah, it's like a circle motion. Chat, but that's 40 minutes until what? Well, we have a deadline to implement Steve animations. We have a deadline, chat. Yeah, I didn't know the animation was this complex, chat. We can combine them like this is just on the X and Z axis rotations, so it's fine. It shouldn't be that difficult. Let's bring back the head because it looks weird without it. Let's just bring back the head. And for the animation, it needs to start from 0, right? It needs to start from 0. Yeah, like this. Oh, yeah, you're right. Cosine is between -1 and 1, and we're multiplying by 10. And we're subtracting 10. So it's like between 0 and 20 and -20. because minus is probably towards here. Yeah, this is minus. So it will be minus 20. It needs to be like minus 10, let's say. Yeah, minus 10. Let's do here 5 and here 5. Like this. Okay, let's do the same for the other hand. For the right arm, let's add rotation. And this needs to be yeah, I don't know why there is no summaries. I don't know why there are no summaries. I don't know why there are no summaries, chat. So for some reason we targeted the body. We don't want that. We want just, bro, get away. Just the right arm on the Z axis. Yeah, but it adds it to the body, man. It adds it to the, I add it to the hand, it adds it to the body. Oh, because of here. Oh. Yeah, let's remove this. Yeah. So we need it to be here. Rotation. But from the start. Rotation. Like this. And let's run it. How can I do it to be towards the other way? So here plus. And here minus. Yo. But here it's limited. This some kind of a limit here. And it's too fast, I think. How to make it slower here times 200. Okay, times 100. So this is where I change the speed. Where is the left arm? Left arm here like this. Okay. How can I deselect? Oh, kind of. So this is the animation, chat. Okay, we can leave it like that, chat. We can leave it like that. We can leave it like that. And let's try to add this. Yeah, we can add X value as well, but let's do it later. Let's first try to implement it. We can make it, okay, so you're saying arm swings way too far out. So we can do here 2.5. We can do 2.5 and here 2.5. But we need to do this for the right arm as well. For the right arm. Here. 2.5. 2.5. Okay. Now it should be better. Chat. Now it should be better. I always press Control S, man. $90 would be better instead of 100 since the animation loops over exactly 4 seconds. Because the input of cosine loops between 0 and 360. Yo, what happened? I think I heard something happening. Yo, Detective Jones. Yo, thank you, man. Gifted a membership. Can I heart it? Where's chat? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. W Detective Jones, man. W, man. Thank you, man. W Detective Jones, man. Okay, so how? Okay, let's change this to be 90. This changes the speed of the animation. Jake says to do it 90, we'll do 90. Let's do 90 here, 90. Okay, now we have 90. I bet I missed you. Yeah, I miss streaming as well, man. It was very difficult to not stream for 7 days. It was very difficult to not stream. So how are we going to do this, chat? We need, okay, so this is the current clone. Where is it? Here's the current clone. No, this is it. Okay. We currently don't have any animations. We're doing C++. So let's say it's Bedrock. This is the current version of Steve. And the current goal for the animation is this. Just idle animation. Just idle animation, chat. We just want idle animation. And the idle animation just moves the hands a little bit. And after we have idle animation, we'll separate the head from the body. That's what we're going to do, chat. We are going to separate them. That's my goal. How much time do we have to finish the animations? How much time do we have? We have 30 minutes, chat. 30 minutes. And then if we manage to finish it, we'll move to another feature. Okay, chat. So this is block bench, and this is the current animation. It's just the idle animation where it moves the hands by 5 degrees. It rotates them by 5 degrees. We can do animation to be 4 seconds. Does it loop? Yeah, it loops perfectly, man. 4 seconds loops perfectly, chat. Okay, how are we going to export this, chat? How are we going to export this? We could... let's first save it. Let's first save it somewhere. In documents, models. This. But this saves as a PNG, just the texture. I don't want to save the texture. And this saves, oh, it saves 2 things. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it saves the texture and then the model. So where do we need to save them? Yeah, models. Yeah, okay. I'll save here the texture and here again the player like this. Okay, we saved it. We'll close this. We don't want it. We'll discard it and let's export it. Let's export it. Okay, let's export it. Export and export animations as well. This is the idle animation. The idle animation, we export it where? We need to export it in models maybe. But we need to not have it as JSON. I want it to be different. I want it to be here as binary. Here, binary. Confirm. Binary. Yeah, we can do it here. We can do it here. And let's override the previous player. Let's override. Okay. Okay, we should have the idle animation, but now we need to use it, chat. Now we need to use the animation. Yeah, I'm using Java for reference because I love the Java clone. I don't play the Bedrock. I think I play it in the PlayStation because in the PlayStation, I think it uses the Bedrock. Right, chat? Yeah, PlayStation is Bedrock because I attempted to make something with the... I attempted to animate, to automate the villagers where they like automate the farming, but in Bedrock you couldn't do that. And I was very annoyed that I couldn't do it. So like, I hate Bedrock, man. I much more prefer the Java. So how are we going to add the animations? We just load the model. I want animations as well. I want animations as well. How are we going to use animations? How are we going to do that, chat? But first, where do we load the player? I think we had a player structure. We had a player structure, and where did we? And here we have a player model. We have it here, and in the constructor, I think we load it. Yeah, we load it here. Yeah, we load it here. Let's test it if it still works. You will want the code to be based around an if-else statement. The animation. Okay. The player doesn't have animations, but the file should have them. We just need to use them. So I think we need, where is the Raylib example? Yeah, we need this function, load model animations. That's what we need, chat. That's what we need. And here this saves how many animations there are. So let's do it. And here we need animation index and animation current frame. And what do they do? Update model animation. We need to give the model the array. What's this array? Where is the array? Yeah, here, animations. And the current animation index. And the animation current frame. Okay. Okay, let's do that, chat. And this is before drawing. This is before the drawing. So let's do this. Let's load the model animations in the constructor. Let's copy all of this. Let's copy it here in the constructor. Let's paste it like this. We want... You're back. Yeah, I'm back, chat. Yeah, I miss streaming. Let's save the current animations count somewhere. So let's save it here. We have a player structure here. Let's save it here. So animation count, let's save it here. Let's save it here, animation count. And what else? Here we need model animation. We need model animations. We need model animations. We want this animation index. We want this. Okay, chat. We should be loading the animations. We should be loading them. And what now? Inside of update, we want to use this function. Yeah, we just need this thing, chat. We just need this thing. Player model. This is player model. Okay, we just copied. Yeah, there's no summary command, chat. There is no summary command. The bot is sleeping, man. The bot is sleeping. And I cannot prioritize fixing the bot, chat. But we just looked at this Raylib tutorial on how to load animations, because we have this Steve animation, the idle animation, where he just moves the hands. And we are trying to add it in-game using Raylib, following the popular Raylib example for animations. So I copied some parts of the code, only the stuff we need. Let's see if we're actually using the animation, chat. Let's see if we're using it. Yeah, I think this should be enough to... Let's see if we have an animation. Let's see if we have an animation. Or if we have a compilation error. Access violation. What's the access violation? Oh, we don't have... we haven't loaded the model. And because if we use the default constructor, it doesn't load all of this stuff. So let me change it here. Let's do if animations equals null. If it's null, we just return. And here, yeah, here let's by default do null here. Let's just do null here. Okay, and let's run it again. And let's see what's up. Okay, chat. Let's see, do we have idle animations? Let's see, do we have idle animations? Chat, do we have idle animations? Oh, the name of the file. The name of the file, chat. The name of the file. Yeah, here. It's looking in the wrong place. Looking in the wrong place. Okay, let's try this. I'm your biggest fan. I remember me, pet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see if now we have animations. No, I am. Yo, what happened, chat? Chat? No, I am. What happened, chat? Why is it not working? I think it's going in some kind of an infinite loop. Spawn village, on update, run. Which layer is this, chat? Which layer is this? This is the game layer. And we're trying to generate the village. And it's... Let's stop generating the village temporarily. I don't know why the village is complaining. Because we're working on the player animations. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay. I don't know what was the issue. Okay, let's see if we have idle animations, chat. I don't see animations. Chat? I don't see animations. Did I do something wrong? Player? Let's see if we enter here, chat. Let's see if we enter here. In the loop. We don't. Okay, it's not loading the animations. That's a good error to have. Because it should be easy to fix. How did we export the animations? Is it inside of... Is it in resource player? Yeah, it should be with the player. Should the animations be a separate file? Should be a separate file, chat, the animations. Why is it not loading them? Player model, animation index, current frame. Or maybe the issue is because we are using here a function. We're using a function, chat. We're not using actual keyframes. Maybe. Okay, let's export the animations separately. File, export. How can we just export the animations? Set marker, copy animation. I have no idea how to export just the animations. Attach to. Right click this. Bro, how can I? We're adding animations. This is the block bench animation. How can I export it? The way I did it is when I exported the model itself here as a binary, I set here to export the animations. Here I set to export the animations to true. And so it should have exported the animations with the file itself. With the file itself. And inside of here, we load model animations. We load model animations and it should go here. Yeah, let's actually just debug this, chat. Let's actually debug this and see if it manages to find them. Click left on the animation. Left on the animation. I clicked, but nothing happens. Wait, we saw a window. Yeah, this. This just changes the property of the animation. Yeah, let's not focus on that. What was I going to do? Yeah, we're going to debug this, chat. We're going to debug this. We should get a breakpoint here, chat. We should get a breakpoint here. Yeah, okay, we get a breakpoint here. And we should enter here. Let's add another breakpoint here. Let's continue. Okay, we're here. Okay, perfect, chat. Perfect. Let's see where the problem is. Animations. Result. Warning. No warning. Free. So it didn't enter this loop. It couldn't find animations, chat. It couldn't. Oh, skin. What's this? Skin. What's this, chat? Animations are stored separately from the mesh, I think. And this is lock info. Why is this lock info and not lock warning? Let's do lock warning temporarily. Let's remove this breakpoint. Let's continue. No, we didn't get any locks here. Okay, let's change the locks to lock info. Because I limited the locks in the terminal to be only warnings. Let's bring them back to be everything temporarily. Set. I think it was like set trace. What was it, chat? Or like lock warning. Where was this, chat? Yeah, set trace lock level. Here we want it to be info. We want to be info, just so we can see any kinds of information on what's wrong. Can you send animation YouTube tutorial you watched? Yeah, 1 second. Where is the browser? Not this. This. Here. This. This is it. And these are the locks. This is why I removed the locks, because there are so many, chat. There are so many. And I'm not sure how we can find here just for the animations, if there was an error. Yeah, it's impossible to look through these logs, chat. There are too many logs, chat. That's why I've disabled these logs. You could use it to bake the animation so it generates the keyframes. Maybe that could work. Try right-clicking on animation. I did that. What do you... Make them appear when key is pressed so it shows only when... Ah, okay. But even if I do that, so chat was suggesting to try to load the animation when I click a button so that we can see them here more easily. But even if I do that, just look at how many logs there are, man. There are too many logs. That's why I disabled them and put the log level to be just the warnings. Warnings. We need a plan B, chat. How much time do we have to implement animations? We have 11 minutes, chat. We have 11 minutes. We have 11 minutes. Double face cam. Brother. Yeah, let's do a breakpoint here again, just to be sure. Let's do a breakpoint here to see what's up. Yo, is somebody causing problems? I can easily remove them, chat. Who's causing problems? Who's causing problems? 1 day timeout. Who's causing problems, chat? Okay, let's see what's up. Oh, we didn't hit the breakpoint. Yeah, we didn't hit the breakpoint, chat. We didn't hit the breakpoint. Oh, just misunderstanding. Oh, if it's just misunderstanding, solo, sorry, hello world. It's a 1 day timeout. Sorry, man. The 1 day. Yeah, I didn't. Sorry, man. So, yeah, let's put a break. Okay, so we are trying. Let's do a summary. We're trying to add animations, player animations, these ones. We want these animations. Currently, we just have the static model. We just have the static model, and we're trying to see, and we have animations done in Blockbench. We have the idle animation. How can I play like this? Look at this, chat. We have the idle animation. And we are trying to export it and have it in the... to have it back in the game, right? Yeah, I need to bring back hello world, okay? I need to bring back a user. It was my mistake, chat. I'll go in viewers, hello world. Yeah, but I don't know how to unmute. I don't know how to unmute. How to untimeout. Sorry, man. I don't know how to remove timeout. No, I think it's possible. No, I think I can do it. No, I cannot. I cannot. I cannot remove a timeout. Yeah, sorry, man. Put it to smaller. Who solves math? Okay. Let's run this. Okay. We're debugging load model animations. This is a Raylib function. I didn't implement this because this function is causing us problems. This function is causing us problems. But we need to restart it actually. Yeah, okay. Now we're trying to see where the problem is. Okay. Yeah, this is the problem. Skins count. What's this? This is 0. That's why it's not working. That's why we're not getting animations. And where do we get this from? Data. We get it from data. So from this parse. CGLTF. I have no idea what this is. Chat. But it's somewhere from here, chat. CGLTF. Let's search it. CGLTF, and we have 6 minutes, chat, to have animations. Oh, it's just a library to handle the file. Yeah, it's just a library to handle the animation file. Yeah, let's just go back to the example. Okay, we have a plan B, chat. Let's look at the GitHub where this example is and see the file itself. Look at this, chat. It's the same file as the 3D model. So we're doing it properly, chat. It's the same file. And what's M3D? M3D model. What's this? What's this type of model? M3D format. Can we export to that? Let's just export to a different model type here. Let's just export to something else, chat. We can do OBJ, FBX. What if we try to export to OBJ? It exports everything. Let's save it, player OBJ. And let's also export as something else. Export as FBX. Yes, export animations. And not do it binary. Let's not have it be binary. Yeah. Player FBX. Okay, let's do FBX then. Let's do FBX. Let's do FBX. Let's go to the code where the player is here. And here let's do FBX. And here FBX like this. And let's do release mode. And let's run it. Let's restart it. Yeah, OBJ doesn't have animation, so we're doing FBX. So let's see if we have animations now, chat. Oh, we don't have the model. Maybe Raylib doesn't support FBX. Load model. Yeah, they support OBJ, whatever this is, GLTF, and M3D. They don't support FBX, sadly. We have an alternative, chat. When exporting to GLTF, let's export it to not be binary. Let's not do binary. Let's do it differently, chat. Player GLTF. Okay, now we are not doing it as binary. Yeah, player GLTF. Let's delete most of them. Yeah, let's delete most of them. And let's export it again because I saw a file I didn't recognize. Let's simplify the name like this. Yeah, we just have one file. We just have one file and we should be able to edit with Notepad. Yeah, it's just one file. And let's do format and word wrap it. How can we word wrap it? Do we have font? Doesn't matter, chat. Is an icon button to the left of the blue thing? Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. So this is the animation. This is the model, and the animation should be here as well. Animation. Yeah, animations. Yeah, here we have animations. We have animations here. Idle. Do we have idle? Yeah, we have idle. And interpolation, etc. Rotation, target. Okay. No, I don't want to format. I don't want to format it. So what now, chat? What now? Now here we do GLTF, and here for loading animations, GLTF as well. And let's see, do we get just the static mesh? Okay. Okay, we have the mesh. Do we have animations? We don't have animations. Chat. We don't have animations. So what's this skins count? What's this, chat? Data skins. We are missing something. That's the problem, chat. We're missing something. Some kind of skins. I don't know what that is. GLTF skins. Was it skins? What was it called? Yeah, skins. What's that? Maybe we're loading the animations, but they're paused. No, when I... No, when I load them, it goes through this file, and here it skips this if statement. It skips this. Expected one unique skin to load animation data from. Oh, yeah, it loads animation from this skin. And in my case, these skins is 0. It's 0. So I need to see what this is. Whatever this is, it has the animations. Animation skins. Block bench. Animation rigs. Or maybe it wants some kind of a rig. Or block bench skin file. Yeah, but it thinks of it as a texture. It thinks skin is a texture. So what? Okay. Let's search for this, whatever this is. Skins count. How does it get it? Because in our case it's 0, and we want it to be higher than 0. We want it to be higher than 0. Skins. Sure. Yeah, here skins count. Parse JSON skins. Huh. I have no idea what these are. Yeah, here, parse JSON skin. They look for name and joints. They're looking for joints. They're looking for joints. Chat. They're looking for joints. So let's do... I think in Blockbench, they think of joints as the pivots. Here, the pivots. Maybe. Let's switch the animation tab. And here, what can we add? Animation group. Okay, let's do animation group maybe. Maybe. Or here, let's search Blockbench. Oh, or maybe we need to use Blender. On Rust, I have project that has 3D model animated. Said model was GLB. Load model animations. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, I don't need Blender. Okay. Yeah, okay, we can do something else. Block bench Raylib. I get my own video, chat. This is my own video. I got my own video. Yeah, how to generate animated models compatible with Raylib. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Animations are not fully supported. Seems like Raylib only supports basic skeletal animations that Blockbench doesn't support. See? I fixed it by checking export group as armature and putting everything in one group. Export group as armature. Yo, what happened? Something happened. What happened? Where is chat? I don't know what happened, chat. Oh, maybe on Twitch. Oh, on Twitch? Yo, thank you for the sub with Prime, man. Thank you with the sub slacks. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I was expecting like I haven't streamed in 7 days, so I was expecting 5 guys here. I was expecting 5 guys here. So thank you guys. Like you're, I appreciate you guys. Let's see now animations. Okay, so this guy managed to have animations from Blockbench into Raylib by exporting groups as armature. So he puts them, all of them, inside of a folder. So here in Blockbench, I need to create a folder. I need to create here I need to create a folder, a group, and here all. This is all, and to move all of these here and to export this as armature, like something like that, chat. Or here in animation. Somewhere to have an armature. Where does he have it? Export options. Oh, it's in export options. Okay. So when we export it, let's actually save it. So when we export it here, binary export group as armature. This is what we're missing, chat. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Are you using update model animation? If not using, no, I'm using update model. No, this should be a chat. This should be it actually. Actually, this should be it. And how much time do we have left to implement this? We've run out of time, chat. So we need to be fast here because I want to implement another feature after this, chat. I want another feature as well. That's why I have this timer. So when we go to the, let's go back to the player code. Let's go back to the player code here. Player here. We'll use GLB. Let's run a chat. And let's see what's up. We don't have the model. Why? Why don't we have the model? Yo, thank you for following Twitch. Napolo. Why don't we have the model? Here. Let's remove all of these. Let's export it again. Export it again. Here we're exporting everything, chat. We're exporting everything. Player GLB. And here we're doing player GLB, right? Chat, I can do one change to Twitch, to YouTube. We can do one change. Where was it? I want to do something here, customization, and let me bring the player down here, and like this. Did this do it, chat? Chat, did the chat change in the YouTube? Okay, we don't have the model. We don't have the model. Yo, D Ferrari, thank you for follow. I think I know who that is. I have an idea. Ah, okay, okay. Chat is the same. No, not in the visual. Not in the visual. Not in the visual. Should be different. Maybe it changes the vote itself. Yeah, doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. We don't see the model. We don't see the model. I don't know why. Yeah, this is the model. We did this, chat. This is what we did. Because this model has animations. The only change we have... Okay. Let's remove this. Maybe this was the problem, I think. The group. Maybe the group was the problem. Because we did two changes. Because we didn't have animations. The first change is we added this group where we grouped everything. Here we can move everything now. We can move everything. We can move Steve. And the second change we did is here, export. When we're exporting it, we exported groups as armature. That's the second thing we did. And we both lost Steve and we lost the animations. So chat is suggesting to directly animate Steve through code, but I don't want that because if we manage to load animations from Blockbench, we can do, it will save us a lot of time. It will save us a lot of time. That's why I want to do it directly from Blockbench. So what should be my approach, chat? What should be my approach? What should be my approach? Let's try this, chat. Let's remove all of these. Like, yeah, like this. Let's remove this all. Let's remove this. So here we just have all of the separate parts, all of the parts separated. But we will still export here when we export it, we'll export group as armature. And let's do that, chat. Let's replace the previous model and let's try to load it again. And let's see, do we at least get the model? Did we at least get the model? No, we don't. No, okay, so that wasn't the problem. Yeah, that wasn't the problem. Here we can bring back the group and call it all and have all of them be here like this. Okay, so the problem was here when we exported group as armature. That's the problem. That's the problem. So now we should have Steve again. When I don't do that. Here, we should have Steve. Yeah, we should have. Okay, we have Steve. I'm not doing OBJ chat. I'm doing GLTF. Try OBJ model. For me, it works in sub. Oh, yeah, but doesn't OBJ don't have animations? I think OBJ doesn't have animations. What are we going to do, chat? Oh yeah. Okay. We're doing GOT. Okay. That's a good thing. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. We were exporting it GOTF, but as binary. Let's export it as JSON, as a text file. Here, like this. Did we export the armature? No, we didn't. Export armature. Replace. Okay, let's test this, chat. So here we do GLTF. Here GLTF. And let's see what's up. Yeah, now export group as armature is checked. Yeah, but we don't see the model. We don't see the model. This is in F5 mode, chat. This is in F5 mode. Yeah, export. When we do export group as armature, it fails. Okay. We can. This was a hint, chat. Here, this is good enough. Export group as armature. We can look it up. But before that, I want to see what export time they use. Animated GLTF and GLB and static OBJ. Okay, so he has static export as .obj. Yeah, let's export groups as armature. Export groups as armature Raylib. Raylib. I don't see anything. We can just update Blockbench. We could update Blockbench to see if that fixes it. Try re-importing the GLTF into Blockbench and see if it loads just... Okay, we can do that. Open. We can open... Yeah, but it wants to open... It doesn't want to open the GLTF. What if we... Okay, let's do a new project. Test. Let's do a new project and import it here. Can we do import? Import. No. File. Import. OBJ. Yeah, we cannot open directly the GLTF. We cannot open the GLTF in Blockbench, sadly. And we cannot re-import. Sadly. The alternative is to directly read from the code ourselves. That's the alternative. This is transcript from the previous stream. I don't want this. It has been modified. Do you want to? No, I do not want to reload it. Chat. There's a plugin to import GLTF to Blockbench. Yeah, but why do we need it? Why do we need it? I think the issue is the code loading the GLTF. Let's look at the exported file just to check it out. Here, like this. And here, let's do armature. Let's do armature. We cannot find armature. Let's search for all. yeah, name all, and it has children. Sure. It looks pretty much the same actually, chat. I don't think it has created changes. I don't think there are changes here. When we did export group as armature, let's look how to set that up, chat. Let's just search that for Blockbench. I think most likely we're not exporting it properly. How to use armatures in Blockbench. How to export animation. Yeah, okay. This should be enough. It should be enough. What? What's this, chat? What's this? I didn't know Blockbench had these bones, chat. I didn't know Blockbench had them. How to visualize them? Bones here, bone. This is just the pivot. I made a model and gave it a skeleton. Armature. Oh, chat. Add element. Armature. Bro. Armature. Oh, and No. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that, chat. Minecraft, because I'm just loading the Minecraft model here from this. If we load a different entity, a Minecraft, like the frog, or the goat, or the sniffer, doesn't matter, or the ghast. Okay, let's do the goat. Let's load the goat. Look at this is the goat, chat. This is what probably Minecraft uses. And look at this. Like, wait a minute. How do they animate it, chat? Because don't they have here a head? Yeah. Yeah, their head. Look at how their head is just the just parts of it. It's not everything. And the nose is separated. Because even if we decide to export Blockbench animations, how are we going to animate, for example, the goat, chat? Because we don't have just the head. The head is separated. Probably Minecraft doesn't use a file like this. Probably. But player is simple model. Player is simple model. We should be able to just handle the player. I just created parent groups. Here, groups. Okay, so this is the situation, chat. Viewers decided we will add animations to Steve. I started a 1 hour timer, and currently the 1 hour is over and we're 30 minutes over the 1 hour timer. I wanted to have animations in that time, these Steve animations, and we didn't manage to do it. So what are we going to do, chat? Are we going to scrap this and move to something else? Yeah, I think it's better to scrap this and move to something else. Yeah, let's move to another feature, chat. Yeah, let's move to another feature. Yeah, we gave it enough time. I don't have enough skills to do it. Let's move to another feature. But let's fix the export. Let's fix the export. Confirm, player. Let's fix the export, and here we do GLB, and we run it. Yup, it's a face cam. Yeah, there's a face cam. Okay, so chat, this is the situation. We attempted to do player animation because look at the player. The player is very bad because it doesn't have animations. And we did a 1 hour timer and we failed. But that's fine. We just realized for 1 hour that we don't have the skills to implement animations now, but future me will be able to handle it. We'll leave it to future me to handle this, chat. So let's just vote to implement something else, chat. Let's vote for something else. So chat, give me suggestions for what else are we going to implement. Chat, give me suggestions. I'm trying to do a poll. Chat, where is the poll? Okay, I'm creating a poll right now. What to do? I need 4 options, chat. I need 4 options. Menu, farming, 1 option. Day, night. If we do menu, maybe to do the 360 degrees, but don't spam it, man, don't spam it. Maybe to do the 360 degrees for the menu. 360 degree, because I know how to do it. And I need a 4th option, chat. I need a 4th option. Nether portal. No, not nether portal. Tools and weapons, Ender Dragon. To hold. Yeah, main hand. Okay, I started the poll, chat. So we are voting what we're going to focus on for the next 1 or 2 hours. And the options are farming, day, night, a menu with 360 degrees, and a main hand. That's the options, chat. So what are we going to vote for, chat? We have currently 25 votes. And how many are we here? We're 63 people. Chat, we are 63 people and there are 27 votes. Like, am I botted, man? Am I botted? Come on, man. We can do like 50 votes. We can do 50 votes. Yeah, we have 30 votes. Oh, fireworks! Bro, fireworks! I forgot about fireworks. I forgot fireworks, man. I forgot about them. Okay, I have 37 votes, 38 votes. Yeah, but people are picking a main hand. Yeah, people are... Yeah, but... Wait, chat. But if we do a main hand, we still need animations. Chat. No, that's a bad idea, chat. That's a bad idea. Okay. So we're doing... let's wait 2 minutes. So right now, 1 minute has passed. Let's wait 2 minutes. Just to be sure. Yeah, you guys are saying menus, but only 20% voted for menus, chat. Okay, we're ending the poll, chat. We're ending the poll. Main hand won. Okay. Okay, the vote ended. Yeah, democracy wins, chat. Yeah. Chat. So let's go to Minecraft as reference. So initially we attempted to implement these animated Steve, but we failed. We failed at that. So now we're trying to switch to having this hand on the bottom right. we will attempt to implement the hand on the bottom right. This hand. And this hand holds items as well. This hand can hold items, and we can see the item here as well, but we don't have... Actually, we don't need an animation. It has an idle animation, but... Oh, chat. I think it's good that we didn't do animations, because look at this. Even if we manage to do animations, we need to be able to give Steve something to hold. And we will need to have some kind of custom logic and not have to rely on Blockbench. Yeah, we would have needed some kind of custom logic. So it's good we didn't finalize animations. Okay, so we're trying to do this hand model here. That's what we're trying to do, chat. That's what we're trying to do. We could, I have an idea how to implement this. Because here currently in my game, where is my game? Here. Let's go up. For some reason we're under the terrain. Here, okay. So for some reason here, when we're in F1, when we're like in the player view, we don't see any hands. But inside of Minecraft, here on the bottom right, we have a hand. So that's what we're going to do, chat. And if we have time, we'll also be able to, we'll make it be able to hold something, whatever it is. So let's put a 1 hour timer. Let's put 1 hour timer. Here, restart. Okay. We're starting 1 hour timer to implement this, chat. Let's do 1 hour timer. So I have an idea how to approach this. We could just take this hand, chat. Or this hand, the right hand. Yeah, the right arm. We could hide everything. We could hide everything and just export the right hand. We can just export this, chat. Yeah, we could just export this, chat. Should we separate the hand in a new project here to create a new generic model and to call it the hand, right hand, confirm, and to copy paste this right, it's right arm actually here, to copy paste it and to move it probably. What would be easier, chat? What would be easier? I'm not sure. If we exported it like this, we would still need some kind of animations, chat. Oh, let's change the title here. Hand model. Or like, what was the vote? Yeah, hand model. How should we approach this, chat? How should we approach this? So this is the hand. Well, in my Java clone, the way I did it is I just rendered at this position manually through code a simple cube with the shape of the hand and with the texture of the hand. That's what I did in the Java clone, my first attempt at doing this. Yeah, main hand. Main hand. Let's rename the title to main hand. Like this. Perfect. So we have two options. One option is to do it just through code, to have this hand just through code. That's one option. Another option is to export just this hand from Blockbench. That's the other option. That's the other option, chat. The problem is if I export it through Blockbench, the problem is that look at the positioning. It's not centered here. So when I render it in game, it will be just like this. No, not here. It will be just like here. It will be just like this model, but without the other parts. It will be without the other parts, which is not usable in this view. In this view, maybe. I could. Use the player model and hide everything but the main hand. Okay, we can, let's say we decided to do this option. If we did this option, how are we going to move the hand? Yeah, I saw your suggestion. Implement hand, another renderer, a layer, and then not bugging in the block. Because this another rendering. Bro, I cannot understand what you're saying. I'll just do my own idea, chat. You gotta play. I know, dude. I know you're... If we decided to just add this model, how are we going to rotate it, chat? How are we going to rotate it? That's what I'm not sure of. If we look at the text version of the model, what's this? This is some kind of a buffer. No, chat. Actually, let's look at other Raylib examples. Here, let's do Raylib 3D model animation. Let's look at other examples because they had more than one example. They had some kind of a robot. Yeah, this robot, chat. This is perfect. But this robot has some kind of a skeleton, I think. Yeah, this is all the robot animations. Robot dance. And we can increase the speed. And we're bro, it has transitions to an animation. So we can transition from the dance to the jump. Look at this. Bro, look at how we transition gradually between them. This is the dance, and now we do jump. Oh, that's interesting. It's like meshing them together in some way. But how do they do it? Are you... how should I do this, chat? Okay, they're using GLB, just what Raylib can just what Blockbench can export. We are using the exact same model. Support GPU skinning. Support GPU skinning is required to be enabled at Raylib compile time. Disabled by default. It will skip loading CPU. It must be a valid shader. We can ignore this because I don't understand it. Ignore this. What if we... Okay, let's download their model because we need to interact with the model, chat. We need to do that. We need to interact with the model. So let's look at how they do it. Let's look at their source, which is just a GitHub repository. And in here, let's see what model they load. They load the robot GLB. And where was load animations? Load, brother. Load animation, model animations. Yeah, here. Yeah, robot GLB. So resources, models, GLTF. Resources, models, GLTF, and robot GLB. And they have a robot blend file. They have a robot blend file. So let's download it. Let's download it. Yeah, sure, in downloads. And let's open it in Blender. Oh, they have an armature. That's a bit of a bummer, chat. Yeah, they have an armature. This is what they do. Yeah, and they do Blender. Blockbench has the same thing. Blockbench here has this armature stuff. Blockbench has this armature thing, whatever this is. Armature with some kind of bones. Like this. Has some kind of bones. Which I don't know if... Oh, they probably use armature. Minecraft, probably. Because here the goat, look at this, chat. They probably do it like that. What do I mean? Because here, look at how the Minecraft models are extremely separated. Like this. Here, this entire part, they don't have a head. They have just here, this part is separated. Look at this, chat. This part is separated. And this part is separated. And this part is separated. They don't have one whole head. But if we add an armature here, if we need to convert this. Convert project to generic model here. And here we can create an armature. Here, add armature. So we could add an armature, and this is the bone. This is the bone. And if we moved it, if we move the bone here to be like close to where the head is, like this, we could have when you weight paint here, or like I don't know where, but you could link this bone with the entire separate, with the head, with the separate parts of the head. So maybe we need an armature. Maybe we need an armature. Maybe we need an armature, chat. Where's the game? Here's the game. I'm not sure, chat. I'm not sure how we're going to attempt this. I have an idea for how to do this. I have an idea. I'm not completely sure about it. But I'm trying to do a change in chat. But I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I don't know how. Edit. Like this. And then where is it? Automatic chapters. I'm trying to change something in the stream. License, comments, no. Live reactions, no. Not this. No. And this is fine. We totally need it. I remember the models I used had animations with armature. We're going to be here for long. Not for long. If we don't manage to implement this in like 47 minutes, we can always switch to something else. When we voted, I think we should have done the main menu, chat. And we still can switch to the main menu, I think. I think we can still switch to the main menu, chat. I think we can still, because this is still parts of the animation stuff. I think we can still do this. I think we can still switch to a main menu. Let me think about it. If we do main menu, we need 360-degree capture of the world. We need if we do main menu, we need to capture, we need to do screenshots of the world, like in terms of 90 degrees, like this, and this. We need 6 screenshots if we're going to do 360 degrees main menu. And we need UI as well. We need UI as well. So if we go back to Minecraft, yeah, we need this. We can implement the UI easily because I have the inventory. Here, the inventory, we already did UI. So the menu should be easy as well. Yeah, I think it should be easy to do the main menu. If I go to my Java project, I've already done the main menu once. I've already done it once. Here, this is my Java clone. I'll see if it runs, just to see my first attempt to implementing it. And for the animations, it would be more productive if I look at it off stream and experiment with a few. Yeah, this is my Java clone. Yeah, this is my 360 degrees main menu in the Java clone. And yeah, I think this would be better. Yeah, let's temporarily just switch it to this. Let's temporarily switch it. Yeah, chat. I'll change the title. Main 360-degree menu. Yeah, let's just do the 360-degree main menu stuff. Let's just do that, chat. Quit. Let's do that. And let's restart the timer. Restart the timer. Yeah, we can restart it. We can restart. Okay. Okay. What is the game? Here is the game. Where are we? Let's restart the game. Okay. So we will switch to adding the main menu. We're doing the main menu, chat. So at the start of the stream, chat voted to have player model animations. We failed at that. We couldn't manage to do it in an hour. We failed. Then we attempted to have the main hand in the first person view. We failed with that because it was too similar to the player animation stuff. It would be better to look at it off stream. And so now we decided to switch to adding the 360-degree main menu here. The 360-degree main menu. This is what we will attempt to do, chat. This is what we will attempt to do. And in my Java clone, in my Java Minecraft clone, I've already attempted to do that. And this was my first attempt, chat. This was my first attempt. We have the 360-degree menu, and we have here to pick options. And here we can start a new game, which after it loads the terrain in few seconds, it actually starts it. Yeah, this is the... and in my Java clone, I had the hand because I did it very simply. I just rendered a cube with the dimensions of the hand and with the hand textures, and I used keyframes to animate it so it's not smooth. I don't interpolate it. And we even have Steve here. Steve here again was animated through code. It's not, it's a bit different. But here we don't have F5. We don't have F5 here. Okay, so let's do this menu. Let's do this menu. should be easy. What should be the focus? What's the priority, chat? What's the priority? Is the priority the buttons themselves or the 360-degree view? What's the priority? I think the 360-degree view would be cooler to see. Yeah, this is the Java clone. This is my Java clone. This is the Java clone. The way this is done is with the cube texture. Cube texture. It's with the 3D cube texture. OpenGL. It's with the 3D cube texture. This cube maps. It's with a cube map. This is how the 360-degree menu is done. At least how I did it. Usually this is used for a skybox where you get cool sky, which is just a big cube. A skybox is just this big cube, and inside of it you have textures on each of the sides of the cubes. That's how games easily implement these skyboxes, which is just this sky here. But we're not doing that. We're doing, this is the texture, chat. This is the texture. So in order to do this, we need to screenshot the entire world. We need to screenshot the entire world. So inside of the game, we just need to go somewhere. Here, for example. Let's say here. To go here. And inside of the code, we'll automate it to look towards here. It does a screenshot. And here, this image will be here, the front. Then to the left, this will be this texture. And then to the right, this will be this texture. Then this will be the top. And like that, chat. Like that. That's how we would create the 360-degree view. That's how we would create it. This 360-degree view. It's just a panoramic screenshot, chat. It's just a panoramic screenshot. Let's see. Let's see if Raylib has functionality to make screenshots. I've always been on Twitch. I don't know why do you say now. I've always been on Twitch. Let's see Raylib. And we have a time limit. We have like how much time? We have 54 minutes. We have time limit. So let's look at Raylib cheat sheet here. Yeah, and here let's do screenshot. Yeah, take screenshot. So this should be very easy, chat. This should be very easy. We will do screenshots, but they need to be different screenshots, because look at how here in game, it's like 16:9 ratio. We need something different. We need it to be like this, chat. It needs to be 1:1 ratio. It needs to be 1:1 screenshot. And I think we can implement this by changing the FOV to be like 45, something like that. So if we go in Minecraft, and we change the FOV options, FOV to 45, like this, chat. 45. And I think this should make it. We'll experiment, chat. We'll experiment. And we need and square resolution for the window. Okay, we can do 90. We can do 90 FOV. We can do 90. We can do 90 FOV, sure. But we need custom logic where we move the camera. Okay, let's do one screenshot, chat. Let's do it as a keybind. Let's do it when we press a certain key to make a screenshot and to save it as a file, for example. It would be better if we didn't save it as a file. Okay, as a file, it's fine. It's fine to save it as a file. It's fine to save it. We can load it afterwards in game. So here in Visual Studio, in game layer, on update, key press, can we do if is key pressed? Is there a key for a print screen? Yeah, print screen. So if print screen is pressed, I want to take screenshot and to save it into resources path and then screenshot PNG. Can we do that, chat? Can we do that? Let's test it. But doesn't it need the camera, chat? I'm surprised take screenshot doesn't. Oh, maybe they just use the frame buffer, chat. After everything is rendered, they just take whatever it is rendered. Probably. Okay, let's do a screenshot. Oh, but I need to change the key, I think. Yeah, because print screen is this is different. But maybe it saved something. Let me look up. Just to be sure. No, it didn't save anything. Let's change the key binding to be key shift, the right shift. Let's do the right shift. And here, this was for the rain. Let's remove it. Before, the right shift was for toggling rain. Now we'll make it just to take screenshots. It takes a screenshot of the window, and for key, you can try use right shift. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, let's do a screenshot. I press right shift. Okay, did we do a screenshot? Warning. Failed to open file. Failed to export image. Screenshot could not be saved. Interesting. It wants a file. I thought it was going to save. Yeah, it's looking for screenshot PNG. It's looking for that file. Let's see what here. Takes a screenshot of current screen. File name extension defines format. Okay, let's just do a file here, an empty file. Here, let's do new. Let's call this screenshot PNG. An empty PNG, and let's run it again. And let's try to do a screenshot here in this cave. Let's hit right shift. Failed to open file. Screenshot PNG in resources. Yeah, we are inside of resources. And this is screenshot PNG. Why did because it's 0 bytes probably. Maybe it wants a resolution as well. Let's open Aspirite temporarily. And let's create a new file. And let's do 1920 by 1080. Okay. And it will be transparent. Let's export it as PNG. We'll export it in to the engine sandbox resources, textures. Here, PNG. No, just resources. Screenshot PNG. Here, replace. Okay, export. And let's see if this works. What do you mean the path is duplicated? Let's try to do it again. Right shift. Yeah, it's the same error. It's the same error, chat. I don't know why. Take screenshot. Oh, because we're in Raylib, we have the luxury of accessing the code since it's open source. Let's find it. Find the implementation. Where is the implementation? Take screenshot. text format, screenshot counter. Yeah, this is it, chat. This is it. What do you mean is duplicated? Okay, let's run it again. Okay, chat is saying the lock is wrong. Here. Inside of release and then this. I see what you mean, chat. I see what you mean. Yeah, the path is wrong. Yeah, the path is wrong. Yeah, I see what you mean, chat. I see what you mean. Thank you. Okay. Here, file name, core storage base path. Bro, they're changing my path, man. They're changing my path. Okay, so I just need to give it a name. And it will save it where the executable is. Wait, my cat is here. Chat? She just came to the window, chat. She came to the window. Let's focus, chat. Let's focus. She'll keep us company here. She's cool, man. Okay. Let's focus, chat. Let's focus. Where was the code for screenshots? It should be in game layer. Take screenshot here. So this is the issue. Resource path. I need to remove this. So now when I press right shift, it should take a screenshot. Right shift. Okay. Did we get a screenshot? Okay, screenshot. But it's empty. Chat, why is the screenshot empty? It's 1920 by 1080. It's 1920 by 1080. This is the aspirate one. Okay, this is the aspirate one. We need to go in dev, out, build, release, screenshot. Yo, screenshot. Yeah, we have a screenshot, chat. We have a screenshot. The problem is it's saving the crosshair and the block hover and the UI. We need to remove the UI when taking a screenshot, and we need to manually move the camera in all of the 6 directions. Yeah, we need F1 to remove the UI. Oh, so that's why Minecraft has it here for removing the UI to make screenshots for the 360-degree menu. Um, hmm. Okay, let's implement F1. Let's implement F1 and let's implement F1 and let's make screenshots in all of the 6 directions to have panoramic view. Screenshot in Minecraft just captures the entire screen with UI, so it's how it should be, right? Yeah, I'll just remove the UI temporarily. I'll just remove the UI. And what's that structure here? What's this chat? Yo, this is some kind of a big portal. I've never seen such a big portal here. But let's not get distracted. Let's not get distracted. We can, okay. Add hotkey to probably change the user's yaw through code, cause human movement won't be accurate for 90-degree yaw change. Yeah, that's fine. We can figure it out. But let's first remove the UI and take another screenshot. Yeah. But F1 closes my game. That's the problem right now. F1 closes my game. We need to change that. I'll make F1 here. I'll change F2 to close the game. And here F1 will hide UI. How to toggle UI, chat? How to toggle UI? We have a UI layer that has a that has here a rendering on render, and here we draw the hotbar, and we draw the chat, and we draw the inventory. So we can have the toggle be here, a boolean. We can have a boolean draw UI equals by default true. By default true. And inside of on render here, if to not draw UI, we return. That's it. And so we need access to this and to toggle it inside of the player, but we can just copy it from UI layer here. Well, yeah, this thing we need. So this inside of the... No, it's actually just here. So when we press F1, we need to toggle it. So here, UI layer, here, draw UI equals, will toggle it. We will toggle it. Okay, let's test it out, chat. Now we should be able to toggle the UI stuff. All of it. All of the UI stuff. When you do redstone stuff, that's you wanted the game be about. When am I going to do the redstone stuff? Well, we actually like have some redstone, but it's not like fully implemented. Like we have this piston door. We have the repeater stuff, but it's not fully implemented. And it can push blocks. Here, this is the culling an issue. This is the culling issue, but let's ignore it. And here, like we kind of have, but just very basics. Okay, let's do F1. Yeah, it didn't remove the crosshair. The crosshair is probably not in the... Oh, the crosshair is not in the UI. Will on render be called when toggle is clicked? No. It on render is always called. It's fine. I need to hide the crosshair as well because I want to do the screenshots without the crosshair. How are we going to do it, chat? Yeah, I need to move crosshair in the UI layer. Where's the crosshair, chat? crosshair, draw crosshair here. This is the crosshair. And blend mode, begin blend mode, and shader mode, item sort, and end shader mode. Begin blend mode. Let's just copy this code and let's comment it out. And let's do this in the UI here. Let's do it in the UI after all of the stuff. And here, let's import this. I don't have screen center. And I don't have player. Because if the player is in different mode. Oh, but this just toggles it. Let me think about it, chat. Yeah, this toggles the crosshair when we go in F5. But that's temporarily just commented out. It's fine. It's temporarily commented out. Here we need screen center. What's this? Screen center. What's this? Oh, it's this. Sure. But now we need screen width and height. Game layer. And let's test it out. Do we have the crosshair? We have the crosshair, chat, I think. And it has the blend mode. Just like in Minecraft. And we can toggle. Okay, chat. Okay. We can remove the UI and we can make screenshots. So now if I press shift, we did a screenshot. Which is saved where? It's saved. It should be saved in out, build, release, and screenshot. Yeah, this is it, chat. Okay. So we are making a screenshot. That's perfect. This is offset. Bro, the selection. And the selection. If the crosshair is hidden, to not have a selection. Outline can stay. Let me go in Minecraft just temporarily. Here. Oh, it removes it. Even it removes it. Yo, interesting. We can do it. We'll just in here we can get this as well. Here, game layer. So inside of the game layer, when we draw the crosshair, when we draw the outline, where do we render the outline, chat? Hey man, finally got the chance to join one of the lives, been watching all of the videos. I hope to see you keep uploading these clips from the streams. What made you start this project initially, actually? That's a good question I have. Just to learn game development. It's very simple. Now, where do we draw the outline? Chat? Yeah, we do it here. So here we'll do end UI layer draw UI. This should toggle it. This should toggle it. So now, look at this. We have the outline, but if I press F1, we don't have it. Perfect, chat. Perfect. Okay. And now, if we do a screenshot, now I did a screenshot, but chat. Okay, I did a screenshot. And if I go here, screenshot, and this is it, chat. This is it. That's perfect. We did a screenshot, chat. So now, the only thing we need to do is when we press the button for a screenshot is to move the camera. So like this, to this, to this, like to move it in all of the 6 directions. And to make screenshots. And that's how I'm planning to implement the 360-degree menu. This is what we're trying to do. The yaw and the pitch. What is the yaw for left and right rotation? Is that the yaw? Probably. Maybe. Let's look it up. Yaw, pitch. So yeah, the yaw is for left and right, and the pitch is for up and down. Yeah. Okay. So how are we going to do it? How are we going to do it, chat? We'll make let's do 4 screenshots. North, south, east, and west. North, south, east, and west. Let's do 4 screenshots when we press the right button, but let's do a commit. GitHub desktop, let's do a commit. And let's call this attempt player animation plus height UI F1. That's it. So what now, chat? What now? Yeah, to do 4 screenshots around the player. Do 4 screenshots. How are we going to do that? I have in the player yaw and pitch in the player, which I handle the camera from this part. And but if I directly change it when I press the shift, it will not update the camera. I need to update the camera. Let me think about it. It will be not that simple. Yeah, we'll save the screenshots in different names. You get multiplayer working on other weekday. No, on the 7 days that I didn't stream, I worked on something else. I worked on multi-threading, but it's not finished. Where is the player? Where is the player? Here, if I my goal is for the 360-degree menu is to change the yaw and the pitch, but after changing them, we need to update. What do we need to update? We need to update here the front, right, and up. We need to update all of these, and then using these to update the camera. And we probably need to draw as well. We need to render the world like that. Probably. Maybe camera can rotate to west, north, up and down. Oh no, actually it's very simple. Actually, it's very simple. We have because I'm using the front, I'm using a vector to rotate the camera. I'm using just a direction, and the directions are very simple, bro. This is one of the directions. 1, 0, 0. Done. I don't need to calculate much. I don't need to do complicated calculations. It's very simple. So in game layer, where do I update camera? Camera. Where do I update the camera? Yeah, here. Camera position and camera forward. No, what's this? What was this chat? I forgot. Oh, this is probably for either particles or that's for something else. Where did I update the camera? It's like target. Camera target. Camera target. Yeah, no, this is raycasting. Yeah, here. This is it, chat. This is it. And this is for in first person. This is what we need. The position and the target. This is what we need. When we press shift. So here, right? Here when we press, okay, this is where we take a screenshot. This is where we take a screenshot. And here, this is where I update the camera, but how does it take a screenshot? I want to see. Do we need to render the world? Or do we need, or is it enough to leave it like that? Take screenshot, find all. Let's see what was the implementation for take screen. What was it? Yeah, this is it, take screenshot. So image, read screen pic. Oh, it reads whatever it's on the screen. That's how it takes a screenshot. Is it possible? Is there another function that takes in a camera? Is there a different function that takes in a camera? Where is the cheat sheet? Raylib cheat sheet. In here, screenshots. We have. No, it's just that. No, it's just that. No, this is the only function we have for taking a screen. So we need to render the game in order to do that. We can, okay, I have a simple idea, chat. I have a simple idea. Here we'll do a counter of the directions. Yeah, we'll iterate through directions. Let's see now, let's see here. Yeah, but it will immediately take a screenshot. Let me think about it, chat. We'll have a separate function that moves the camera. We'll have one key press that moves the camera and another that takes the screenshot. We'll take the screenshot with F3. Is F3 taken? Probably not. Let's just press it and see. Or F3 will be for moving the camera. Oh no, F3 is debug. F4. Okay, we'll do F4. We'll do F4. So when we press F4, we'll move the camera. But then it will be automatically updated. Okay, we'll just change the player yaw and pitch. Okay, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. Here, if key F4. If F4 is pressed, make them arrow keys. If I make them be the arrow keys, left, east, right, west, forward, north, downward, south, but what's up and down? I'm missing a few keys. I'll just go through. I'll just go through them. Here I'll do static integer rotation index from 0. And here I'll do switch rotation index. And here I'll do case if it's 0, break. And we'll do this 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. And 3. And here if it's 0, we'll do player yaw equals 0. Then here it will be 90. Here it will be 270, I think. Is it? Or like 180. And then here 270. 270. Yeah. And we need to rotate index plus plus. Like that. And let's see what's up. The cat fell asleep. Okay, so now we'll do down and up later. This is just to test it and see what's up. So if I press, what key is it? F3? No, F4. F4, yo. Okay, perfect, chat, perfect. So now we want up and down as well. We want up and down. We want up and down. But what should be the order, chat? For this is the texture we're trying to implement. It's this texture. So from the front up and down. Okay, we'll do left, front, up and down, and then right, and then back. Yeah, okay. Let's go in the code here. So first yaw will be 0, then 90. And then we want the yaw to stay 90, but we want the pitch to be, I think, 90. And the other case, the pitch to be minus 90. Here the pitch to be 0. The pitch to be 0, 0. And here this is 4, this is 5. Okay, we have 6 directions. Let's test them out, chat. Let's test them out and see what's up. Okay, let's press F4. Okay, this is left, this is front, up, down, yo, then right, and then the back. And that's it. Okay, perfect. And for each of these, we'll do screenshots. And we'll create this thing. The problem is the resolution is 9:1. It's like the screen resolution, and it needs to be 1:1. We need to change the aspect ratio, chat. So maybe we can just change the resolution. Yeah, okay, let's try that, chat. Yeah, okay, let's make the screen be what chat suggests. Yeah, okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, okay. So, and here if rotation index is bigger than 5, rotation index equals 5, equals 0, just to restart it. And let's change the game resolution. Let's copy paste it temporarily. So here, like this. Perfect, chat. Okay, let's test it out. Let's see what's up. It's trying to do it full screen for some reason. Chat, we don't have summary. The bot is like gone. The bot is not here with us. Why is it full screen, chat? The game. Why is it? We're adding a main menu, 360-degree main menu. We're adding. How much time do we have left to implement this? We have how much time? 17 minutes to implement this. The screen is broken because it's trying to do it full screen for some reason. I don't know why. Full screen. Trying to do it full screen. Oh, maybe because Raylib. Yeah, because I attempted, because we can do screenshots and we can here, because we need this texture to create a 360-degree panorama. And we are creating all of these individual textures. The problem is the aspect ratio is the screen 60:9. It should be 1:1. And so to do that, we change the code, the screen resolution to be 124, like 1024 by 1024. But it's, and this is being used in init window, I think. Do we have init window? Init window. Yeah, here, screen width and screen height. Screen width and screen height. And for some reason, when I run the game, it's trying to do it in full screen. For some reason. Trying to do it full screen. I don't know why. I don't know why it's trying to do it full screen. That's my... Oh! Oh, I'm doing... Bro, I'm stupid. Stupid. I did a mistake. No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, okay, now it's 1024 by 1024. This is how we're going to do the screenshots. Okay, let's do the screenshots, chat. Where is a good location? This location, for example. Here. Okay, so let... yeah, maybe here somewhere. Okay, so let's do it here. So let's... Oh, but if I press Shift, it will save it in the same file. It will save it in the same file. Let's search for right shift here. When we save a screenshot, it needs to be the rotation index. So here, text format, and here, menu decimal, and here we do rotation index. And we need to move it a bit higher. We need to have access to it, like this, chat. Okay, so now we should have separate screenshots for all of the rotations, but we need to manually make the screenshots. Let's do them here somewhere, here. Let's do them here. And let's remove the UI like this. Okay, so this is the first rotation. Okay, screenshot. Okay, I did a screenshot. This is the another one, screenshot. Another one, screenshot, 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 screenshot. And I think that was it, chat. I think that's it. Let's see. We should have, okay, menu from 0 up to 5. So they're, and they're the proper resolution. Now, wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. Is this one correct? Is this image correct? Yeah, this is correct. This is correct. So this is, okay, left, front, top, bottom, right. Okay, so we have one. Okay, that was just an extra one. Screenshot. Yeah, that was just the screen. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay, so it's fine, chat. It's fine. I think it's fine. Or this is some kind of an extra screenshot. For the FOV, we can do experiments. It's fine, guys. We can do experiments. Let me do the screenshots again, chat. Maybe. Because this one doesn't look all right, I think. Because the first one should be left, then front, and then top. But here we don't have the top. It's like they're shifted a bit. That's the back. No, it's wrong, chat. It's wrong. Somewhere there is a mistake. There is a mistake somewhere. There is a mistake. Yeah, there are 6 screenshots, right? Or I cannot count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there are 6. There are 6. Yeah, maybe it's because it's because I reset the index. It's because I reset the index, chat. Yeah, it's because I reset the index. Yeah, oh. Oh, yeah, it's really the back one. It's really the back one because when it's the last one, it resets it to 0. Yeah, okay, so they were all right. I just need to change the names. I just need to change the names, chat. Okay, so let's bring them back. So, this should be... how can I change the names? Let's temporarily move them. Temporarily move them. Here, where should I move them? Temporarily. Downloads. New folder test. And here I'll move them. I'll move them. Because we need to rename them. We need to rename them. Okay. So the first one will be 0. No. I just need all of these here. Wait, the cat wants to go. Chat, say bye to the cat. No, I'll remove the filters. I'll remove the filter. Chat, can you hear? Can you hear? Okay, I'm removing her. Because she wants to. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. Filters. Like this. Okay, so let's change these ones to be here. Menu 0, menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, menu 4, and then where's the other folder? And then menu 0. Then this will be menu 5. That's it. Okay, chat. No, not this. Okay. Okay, so now it's exactly like in the game. Why in code you don't make it so they, instead of a number, save the name? Wouldn't be easier to read? Maybe. So this is the left, front, top, bottom, right, and back. That's it, chat. That's it. Okay, let's make the 360-degree menu. Let's make the 360-degree menu. How are we going to do it? Should be easy. It should be easy, chat. Should be easy. Okay, so for the game, on render, we could stop rendering everything and just, yeah, let's see how can we render skybox in Raylib. Skybox example. Yeah, this is a skybox example. Skybox. What does it use? Because the logic is the same. Here we're loading model from mesh. It's just a simple cube. And here we need to generate texture cube map. How are we going to do this, chat? How much time do we have? We have, bro, 5 minutes? We have 5 minutes. Quick. We can quickly, we can extend it a bit. We can extend it a bit. Because we are very close. Yeah, this cube map texture. Cube map texture, yeah, this is all of them. Oh, but this is for generating a texture? This is for generating. No, it should be very simple. Texture cube map. Texture cube map. It should be something very simple. Should be something very simple. Yeah, cube map Raylib. It should be very simple. Cubic map. Because I just need to give it the 6 textures, these ones. I just needed to give it 6 textures and that's it. And then to give it the cube mesh and to render these textures on top of the cube mesh. And we're inside of the cube and we're looking around it and we're seeing all of these textures. So we need a custom shader as well. We need a custom shader as well. Load shader. Yeah, this is for the shaders. I want to see for the texture. Do we have from the cheat sheet? Cheat sheet. Raylib cheat sheet. Here, texture. There should be a 3D texture. There should be a 3D texture. A cube. Yeah, cube map. This is a chat. Load texture cube map. And we give it an image and a layout. cube map from image, multiple image. Oh, so maybe it's expecting this one. So I need to do it myself, probably? Question mark. No, let's look at the Learn OpenGL stuff. Yeah, how do they do it? Oh yeah, they do it themselves, maybe? Load cube map. Yeah, we give it all of the images and let me think about it. Yeah, this is it. So we have a texture somewhere. Yeah, we have a single texture. We have a single texture and it manages to, yeah, and here in this tutorial, they're using separate textures, I think, right, chat? Yeah, here. From 0 to faces size, which would be like 6 probably. And for all of them, we generate an image with the proper position. Oh, let's see here on the Raylib implementation. Let's see what do they expect. Load texture cube map. Let's see what do they expect. Let's see what do they expect. So they want an image and a layout. Cube map layout auto detect. Try to automatically guess layout type. And this is the cube map. Check image width height to determine the type of the cube map provided. So we have line horizontal, cross 4x3. Maybe cross 4x3. Where is it? This one. Cross 4x3. Maybe that's what they mean. Cross 4x3. Okay, okay. Okay, so I need to create the image myself. I need to create the image myself, I think. We can do it in image editor. We can do it in an image editor, chat. We can do it in an image editor. It's fine. What are we going to use for that? We have 4. So we have 4 by this, and then we have 3 by this. These are the dimensions. These are the dimensions. We can use aspirate. We can use... What if we use aspirate? What if we use aspirate? 4096. 4096. And the width is... The width is 3... This. Oh, this is the height. Yeah, this is the height. This is the height. Okay. We created. So this should be the cube map. It's very laggy. It's very laggy. But because it's for pixel art, it's not for stuff like this. But let's see if it manages to work. This is an experiment. And we'll create a grid. Let's create a grid. Just so it's easy to play stuff. Let's create a grid to be grid settings 24 by 1024. Okay. Okay. So let's do menu 0. Skip. Oh, okay. Let's okay. This is menu 0. This is the left. Can we make it snap to the grid, chat? Grid. Snap to grid. Okay, perfect. Perfect, chat. Okay, this is very good. Then menu 1. Menu 1. Menu 1. Yo. Menu 2. This is for up. This is for up. Then menu 3. Menu 3. Menu 3. And menu 4 and 5. 4. 4 and 5. This is the cube map, chat. This is the cube map. Perfect, chat. Perfect. Okay, this should be it, chat. This should be it. Let's save it. Export it as choose file. We do resources, textures, and here let's do menu background 360. Menu background 360 and do PNG. Save. Export. Okay, nice. This is it, chat. This should be the 360-degree view. This should be a chat. So let's now use it. I'm wondering, will this part align here? Probably. Let's hope so. So let's go in Raylib. Here we need to load the image. Let me think about it. What do we need to do? Let's go on attach here, and here let's do, what do they do? How much time? We don't have time. I'll push through, chat. Where's the cheat sheet? Yeah, load texture cube map. It gives a texture cube map. Texture cube map equals like this, and it wants an image and a layout. So here let's do image 360 background, menu background 360 equals load image, and here we do resource path, and then we do textures, this thing. So here we do textures and this thing. No, menu background 360 PNG, and here we give it the image and a layout. Cube map layout auto detect or cross 4x3. Let's do cross 4x3, or like cube map auto detect. Let's do auto detect. It will figure it out. Okay, we have the cube map. So now how are we going to use it, chat? How are we going to use it? Because this is how it looks like in ASPI, right? You mistyped. Chat, how did you notice this? Where did I mistype? Background. It's fine. Okay, so we are trying to do a 360-degree background. We have a panoramic screenshot from the game. We need to render this on top of a cube. We can create a cube very easily in Raylib. If we go here, we can do here model, cube model equals load model from mesh, and here generate mesh cube 1 by 1 by 1. Done. We have a cube. Easy. Right, chat? Easy. What's the next step? Because we need a custom shader. Because I've done it already once in Java. And in Java, this is the menu. we're using a custom shader for this in the Java clone. This uses a custom shader. Because if we just render the cube and we go inside of the cube, it will not even render the inside of the cube because of the draw order of the mesh. It needs to be inverted. So that's a bummer. We need to figure out how to do that. But guys, there should be an example. Raylib cube. What was Skybox example? And we can skip some parts because we've done most of the work, chat. We've done most of the work. Cube map. Where is the cube map? Yeah, this thing. This it returns cube map. Texture cube map. Where do we use it? No, guys, there's no summary. The bot is broken. The bot is broken. There is no summary. The bot is broken. And there are no timestamps as well, sadly. Usually, I have these timestamps. This is how I generate the summary. I have these timestamps, but right now they're not generating for some reason. They're not generating. Okay, for the 360-degree view, where do we use this function? Where do we use this function? We use it in 4 places. Okay, in just 2 places. Just 2 places. Here use HDR else. Oh. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's very simple actually. Yo. Oh, we need to unload the image. I forgot about that. We need to unload the image. Oh, so it's very simple. Here. Like this. Okay, unload. Why do it again? Because it's not in C++. Very simple. This one is in C++. So we need, what's the skybox, chat? What's the skybox? Oh, it's just using a cube. Okay, perfect. So here, here for this cube model, we need to do this thing. We need to do this thing like that. Perfect. No, not this thing. We need to do this thing. This thing. We need to do this thing like this. Here the texture is the cube map. That's it, chat. Okay, we should have the cube map, but it needs a custom shader as well. It needs a custom shader. Skybox shader, I think. Yeah, it's basically a skybox. It's this thing. This is the 360-degree. Oh, and we need the camera to look around it automatically, but we can just move. We can just spawn the player and look around. We can just do that. Here, how does their shader look like? Let's look at their shader. Let's look at the shader. It's in models, resources, shaders, GLSL, cube map, or skybox. Which one should we look at? Which one should we look at, chat? Skybox. Skybox fragment. What's the environment map? What's the environment map? V flipped. What's V flipped? It's a boolean, and do gamma is a boolean. Apply gamma correction. Okay, let's copy these shaders. Maybe the cube map as well. Okay, let's copy these shaders. Skybox shader. Let's copy these ones and see what's up. Skybox. Skybox. Okay. Shader here. Let's add Skybox FS and add Skybox. This is the vertex. We need a fragment shader. What were the names they expected? Because I was using an extension, manage extensions, GLSL, for syntax highlighting. What does it expect? It expects fragment and vertex. So here, this is fragment. Fragment. Okay, let's copy them over. This is the vertex. This is the vertex, and we need the fragment. And this is the fragment shader. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So now, so now let's create the shader. Here, load shader. Load shader. Skybox. I can do like 360-degree menu, whatever, but it's fine. Skybox. I could do a better name is what I mean, but it's fine. Will you ever make a game jam? Game jams are very stressful. Just 2-day game jams. Okay, we're doing a skybox shader. And so what now, chat? I have a Discord, but it should be here. Yeah, I've pinned it. Look at the pin message, chat. Look at the pin message. Let's... Sure, let me think about it, chat. So here we have the... Where is the... Sky? Where did we just write code? I forgot. Texture, cube map, yeah, here. So we need to save some of this. We need to save the model. Yeah, we just need to save the model. We just need to save the model. So we need to go inside of game layer and here. Let's just save it here, model, cube model, or like skybox model. Like this. And here, skybox model. Like this, chat. Like this. And so let's render it. Let's render it. We also need, from the example, to set some shader values. We need to set some shader values. But I think we just need to do it once. Right? You think about it. Skybox material shader. Load shader, skybox, sure. And this is cube map. Oh, this is a different one. Which just uses something weird. Okay, let's set the shader. We need to set the shader as well, chat, for the skybox. Let's send the shader here, like this. Shader equals world get shader skybox. Okay, we're using the shader. This is the skybox model. And here we need to do shader, or like, what was it? STD shared pointer. Was it like that? I'm not sure. World. Skybox. What did this return? Just shader reference. Just shader. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, shader, and here we need to load these values. We need to load these values. So here we need for the shader, we want what do we want? Do gamma use HDR. Okay, this is a boolean. Boolean use HDR equals false. And like this. So here like this. Like this. Will this work? And what's material cube map? And what's this conversion into an int array with one element? This is the first time seeing a conversion like that. Material map, cube map, environment map. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So let's draw it. Let's draw it. Let's now draw it in where? Game layer on render. Where is it? On render. Here. We'll draw it after everything else. Maybe here. Let's just draw it here. It's fine. Draw model. Skybox model. Position. What do they do, chat? How do they draw the skybox? Wait, the cat is here. What do they do, chat? Draw model, 0, 0 position. Okay, it's fine. 0, 0, 0. Then scale 1, white. Okay, so make it on a new file. Skybox for menu. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine like this. Draw model. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, chat. Let's see if there should be most likely a mistake somewhere. Yeah. There should be a mistake. Upload. Why is upload mesh complaining? Why is upload mesh complaining? Because we're generating a cube. We're generating a cube. This is for the vertex array object vertices. This is for the vertices. For the vertices. Let's go to the call stack. Yeah, this is for generate mesh cube. This is from Raylib. This is not my code. This is from Raylib. Here upload mesh is triggering for some reason. I don't know why it's triggering. This is from Raylib code. Is it because, oh, I forgot to change the resolution, but it shouldn't be a problem actually. It shouldn't be a problem. Yo, thank you for the follow, Jimbob. Game layer. Let's change the resolution to be like before. (1080) game, lunch. Let's see what's up. Yeah, it's the same problem. Vertices. Enable vertex attribute. Yeah, this for. Oh, is it because of the shader? Because does the shader have for positions attribute? Skybox vertex. Yeah, vertex position. It has positions, so it's fine. Let's see how do they do it actually. Yeah, here they do the same stuff. Generate mesh cube. They do the same stuff. And load model from mesh cube. They do the same stuff, chat. So I'm not sure. What the issue is. Because we're trying to implement. We're trying to implement a 360-degree menu, and to do that, we use a cube. We use a simple cube, and we put on that cube some textures. And I generate the cube from Raylib. I generate the cube from Raylib, but oh wait, is this unload model? No, this is upload mesh. No, this is upload mesh. This is upload mesh. Yeah, here we generate mesh cube, and here we upload the mesh. Chat, what's the issue, chat? What's the issue? What's the issue? Bro, it's not camera angle. It's like for generating the cube mesh, it's having an error for that part. Is it because of the location in where we're trying to upload the mesh? Because we're doing it on a touch? Oh, it's before init window. I'm stupid, man. Init window needs to happen the first thing. Needs to be the first thing. Yeah, I'm just stupid. For the web camera. Get shader. Texture shader doesn't exist. What's this for? On a touch here. Get shader skybox. Don't we have the skybox? Oh. Yeah, we need to move this code to happen a bit later. This code needs to happen a bit later. Let's move it down after we load. Let's do it at the end. Here. Let's do it here. I'm not smaller. I'm not smaller. Chat. What do you mean I'm smaller? Okay, what's happening now? Some kind of problem. Let's go back. Game layer. Let me change here the width to be smaller, just in case. Okay. I don't see the cube map anywhere. Maybe because we are drawing the other stuff currently. Maybe because we are drawing the other stuff. Let's remove the terrain and the clouds. Let's remove those stuffs. Just to be sure. Right, chat? Here, on render. Where is on render? On render. And where do we draw stuff, chat? Where do we draw stuff? We draw stuff here on render. Clear background. All draw callbacks. Let's remove this. Here we have draw. Let's remove this. Here we have draw. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. We don't draw the rain. Player. Yeah, let's test it now. It should remove everything except the cube map. We still have the clouds, but let's generate. Yeah, where do we draw the clouds? Where do we draw the clouds? Skybox model. Oh, I'm doing it. I need to do it. I did it after I ended 3D mode. That's a mistake. Where do I draw the clouds? Where do I draw the clouds? Draw semi-transparent. We don't want this. And we don't want this. Let's actually move the skybox. Where is the skybox? That we're trying to draw. Where is it? Yeah, this skybox. Let's move it be here. Let's move it be here. And let's test it now, chat. Let's see if we have 360-degree panoramic view. Let's draw a grid just in case. Draw a grid. Like this. Just to have something to look at. Okay. I don't see the 360-degree skybox. I don't see that, chat. We're missing some part. What are we missing? What are we missing, chat? Maybe when we did the shader, because for the shader we got here to input stuff, and maybe I'm not inputting it the proper way. Maybe I'm not doing it the proper way, chat. Use HDR. This is a boolean. This is a boolean. Like this. Let's use RenderDoc. Let's use RenderDoc. Let's use RenderDoc to see what's up, chat. Let's do release launch. What's the issue? Let's find it manually then. Def, out, build, release, game, launch. And let's make a screenshot. And see what the problem is. Let's draw, highlight draw call, wireframe mesh. Oh, I think this is it, chat. Yeah, that's the cube map. This is the cube map. This is it. Yeah, this is it, chat. This is the cube map. Is it using a texture input? Yeah, it's using a texture, but it's just a single one, I think. Environment map. I don't know how it will manage to do it with just this one. I don't know how it will manage to do it. What else? Launch application. No, here mesh viewer. No, pipeline. Fragment shader, texture. Yeah, this is the only texture it has. Let's look at the shader code itself, the uniforms. Let's look at the uniforms. Look at the uniforms. Do gamma is 0 and V flipped is 0. And vertex shader uniform, matrix projection and matrix view. Fine, and what does the shader look like? It's loading the shader. So where's the issue? Is it because of the draw order? Is it because of that? Because I have an optimization where I don't render inside of the cube. I have an optimization. So is that the issue? Do they have here something that they do? Chat, do they do something in here? This is the camera. This is the skybox model. This is loading the shader. This is these are for the uniforms. This is some kind of a cube map. I don't feel like the cube map is important. Maybe. In here the image unloading. Okay, here we just set the texture for the cube map for the skybox. Update camera. Oh, you can drag and drop different textures in this example for a cube map. That's interesting. Oh, can I drag and drop my cube map, chat? Can I drag and drop my cube map? Interesting. Can I... So in def... out... where? Resources? Textures? Resources, textures, and... Where is it, chat? Yeah, this. So drag and drop. Did it work? I don't think it worked here. Oh, do we have a console error? Just to be sure. Do we have a console error? When we run the game, is there a console error? When loading this. Yeah, I see your suggestion to enable the geocull face enable, but I'll look at it as a last resort. I want to see what they do in the example. Alex. So here, this is for dropping a file. So begin draw. Oh, yo, yeah. So this is what, they disable back face culling and they disable depth mask. Interesting. This is what I missed. Interesting, chat. So hopefully this is the last thing we need to do. Hopefully this is the last thing we need to do. So in game layer on render, where did I draw it? Where did I draw it? Skybox model here, like this, and we need to enable it like that, chat. Okay, let's test it. And let's see what's chat. This is the skybox. This is not this is the skybox, chat. That's the skybox. This is just 6 textures. The grid below is I'm doing it. The grid below. I'll remove it. Let's run it again. Okay, so this is the 360-degree menu. We just need to rotate the camera. We just need a camera that rotates. That's the 360-degree menu. Kind of. We just need it to rotate. But this is it, chat. So how are we going to have a camera that let's just have the player rotate. Player on update. Does it have an update, the player update? Yeah, in some parts clouds are broken, but that's fine. I don't care about that. Let's do yaw plus equals 0.01 at all times. And let's see, does the camera rotate slowly? Yo, it's rotating. Yo, chat, hands are off. Hands are off. You can see me, chat, in camera. Hands are off, chat. Hands are off. It's rotating, chat. We have 360-degree main menu, chat. 360-degree main menu, chat. Perfect. And this is from a screenshot. This is from 6 screenshots that we can do everywhere. That's it. And this here, it got faster. I don't do delta time. I don't do delta time, I think. Do I need to do delta time? Bro, it's too fast, chat. It's too fast. Do I need to multiply by frame time? Yeah, now it's too slow. It's too slow, so let's do 100. Now it's too fast. Let's do... let's do 1. Let's do 1. That's too slow. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. Nice. Perfect. And this is now independent from the frame time. So is it like Minecraft? Is it like Minecraft? Is it? It's good enough, chat, for like a few hours. For it's a bit fast. Minecraft is slower. Okay. Minecraft is slower. It's a bit slower. So we can do 2.5. And let's remove the bottom stuff. Let's remove the bottom stuff. Let's do it. Can I just hide the taskbar, or I want it to be kind of full screen? On a touch here, this stuff. Okay, chat. 360-degree main menu. Yo. What do you mean going up and down? It's a panoramic. This is cool, chat. This is cool. This is cool. I can look at this for forever, man. So let's do a summary, chat. Let's do a summary. Let's do a summary. What's there to summarize? We added the 360-degree main menu, or unless I do a summary of how we implement it, but it's very simple. It's just a cube map here. It's just this. It's a skybox, technically. More people will know what a skybox is. It's just a skybox. And we created the screenshots. We created 6 screenshots with a resolution 1024 by 1024. We did 6 screenshots in all of the 6 directions. And in Aspirite, each of them was saved as a separate PNG. In Aspirite, we combined them into a single image. This single image, we gave it to Raylib, and with a custom shader, we are rendering it on a cube. We're rendering it on a cube, and we're looking at it in game. And here it's actually the player. This here is the player. I can look around. This is actually the player. I didn't create some fancy stuff here. This is what we managed to do, chat. We initially did an attempt for the Steve character. Can we go in F5? No, we cannot. We tried to do the Steve character animations. We failed, and we switched to this. And I'm glad we switched to this because we actually managed to do some progress. This is something that was on my skill level. Animations was not on my skill level, and it's good we tried, and it's good we skipped it. And so, chat, that's it. That's it, chat. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, chat. And I'll see you probably tomorrow. I'll do my best to do daily streams. Yeah. Bye, chat. Bye, chat.